What's good, folks? Hey, I'm back again, and I'm actually pretty excited, man, because I'm going to be doing a unboxing of this from MPCStuff. It's actually a new skin for my MPC Live. If you look here, it's pretty beat up. I've had this thing since 2016, 2017. It's been on a couple of deployments with me. I've heard some folks make comments about, how beat up it looks and everything. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and clean her up and put this new skin on. And let's open this up. Let's see what we got. There's some scissors right here. It actually got here pretty quick. Right. So yeah, here's the skin right here. It's got that retro look. So it comes with the 2 pieces, it looks like. No, 3. Yeah, because there's one for the front, one for the back. And once again, this is from MPCStuff.com that I got this from. And I bought this with my own money. They are not sponsoring it. However, I will say this. I did reach out to them, last year when folks was making some comments initially. And I was like, well, shoot, let me see if they'll, sponsor me doing an unboxing or whatnot. So, and they politely turned me down, needless to say. I guess I'm not a big enough name, but it's all good. It's all business, right? All right. So it looks like to me, this is the part that goes on the back. So this peels off and covers the back. And looking at the layout, it is the correct one. Yep. It is for the MPC Live Mark 1. Okay. And yep, these are for the sides right here. So these are for the sides. Now, as far as the very front side, it looks to me like it wraps downward. So, because this is like the very front of the side piece of it. So it wraps downward. All right. So, where do you go to get it if you find yourself needing one of these? If you happen to be one of those folks that that pick up a used MPC Mark 1 on eBay or something like that, this is where you can go and get it. So it's MPCStuff.com. It ranges $55 to $76.50. You tell them if you want it in white, camo, classic, black, 3000 SL style, or do a custom non-metallic color or whatnot. So there's different things you can do. And as you can see, I bought this myself, and with shipping and everything, it cost me $75.50. Okay, so I did buy this myself. And let's go ahead and start unplugging everything, because I need this to be totally disconnected, because I'm going to go ahead and pull it off of the stand and clean it really good, so that way there's no oils or anything from my fingers or whatnot. That's going to prevent the adhesive from sticking really good on here. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and pull this off, and I'll meet you on the other side at the table. Okay, so I've got the skin installed on my MPC, as you guys saw, and I'm going to tell you. So I guess the questions are going to be this: number one, is it worth it? Right? Absolutely. I think it was definitely worth the installing this skin on here, and the other thing too, as far as the quality of the material. So it's definitely, the skin is not like thin by no means, right? So in terms of how well, or should I say, how hard was it to be able to install it? The level of labor, how much labor was required. I mean, as you saw in the video, everything seemed to go pretty smooth, right? Until that very back piece, right? So the very back piece, if you're willing to, kind of take apart your MPC a little bit, so that way you can, get a nice clean look, then, hey, go for it. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I mean, by all means, it's still worth it, right? Me, I just wanted the complete look, right? Even on the back side where the cables and everything go, I wanted the complete look. Some of you guys might not feel comfortable with opening up your MPC. It's still worth it, just from the simple fact that, I mean, just from the front side, the front and the sides, I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's going to be interesting to see how well it holds up over time. The adhesive, I'm just kind of wondering, like, because it wasn't like super tacky, you know what I mean? Like you laid on, if you kind of made a mistake, it was not hard to lift back off, so you can kind of lay it down again, as you saw in the videos. But I don't see anywhere where it looks like it's going to just lift up easily. I'm just saying that it does not feel super tacky, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's that one, these new adhesives nowadays, they can be pretty crazy. So maybe it's just one of those things that once it comes into contact with a surface, and it might take a minute for it to cure, and then, it'll stay on there like pretty much forever. Or it might just be the same way it was, where, hey, it'll stay on there pretty secure, and then when you're ready to lift it off and you want to put something else on there, it'll come off without any issues. I don't know. That's something that only time can tell. So with that being said, I would definitely recommend it. It's not like it cost an arm and a leg or anything like that. It was only like $75, including the shipping. So, and it looks great. And like I said, the material itself, that's on there, it's not, it doesn't feel cheap. You know what I mean? It does not feel cheap at all. So, and I like the feel of this over that other, material, whatever that rubbery film that they had on there that, that starts peeling over time. I would much prefer having this any time over what they had on there before. So with that being said, I hope this was helpful. Like I said, these MPCs, man, I don't see Akai stop using or supporting them anytime soon, just for the simple fact that, the keyboards that came out and everything, the MPC 37 and all that kind of stuff, they use the same processor and they have the same specs pretty much internally, so that means the firmware that they write for those units, and they haven't been out that long, right? So the firmware that they write for those units is the same firmware that is going to work with these, and it would be pretty, shitty of them to, all of a sudden stop supporting those units that, they've only been out for maybe about, a couple of years, right? So with that being said, the MPC Mk1 should be well supported for quite some time. And if you're thinking about picking one up used, like off of eBay or something like that, I think it's a safe, you're going to be pretty safe in terms of, the support from the firmware updates and stuff like that. With that being said, that's it. Thanks for checking out my channel. And if you get a chance, please like, subscribe, check out the descriptions. Check out my my chill vibe instrumentals that I put out and whatnot. That helps and supports what I do as well. Until then, peace.